scorching hot day today. I am dripping with sweat and we are in one of our favorite areas in Tokyo, Shimokitazawa. We're gonna have some kakigori. Let me show you what it's all about.
Do you have pepperoni?
I do.
Thank you.
Cool.
Oh, that's really nice. This is kind of old school. They're using an old school machine. They're shaving it with an actual cube of ice. The integrity is melting so fast. So today is actually 37 degrees with the humidity, so it is pretty freaking hot out. I know this looks like a lot of food, but because they shave it so thinly, like wafer thin, it's really not that much. It just like dissolves in your mouth like a marshmallow. It's almost like cotton candy, ducky. Okay, here I go trying this one out. You put it in your mouth, your tongue presses down, and there's no pain or crunchiness. The reason I say that there's no pain when you eat this is because the equivalent we have in North America is like a snow cone, which is like ground up light bulbs put into like a crappy paper cup, and then they like squirt it with like food dye. It's so crunchy and painful on your tongue. This just honestly compresses like cotton candy. It's like feathers dipped in mango juice without the feathery aftertaste. This place is using basically like a mango juice. So some places will use like a syrup that's kind of candy-like. Other places will use a puree. And as you make your way up the chain of kakigori, you can get ones that are like in the $15, $20 range. Now, when we lived in Korea, they had an equivalent of this like popping soup, right? And that was fantastic. And when we went to Taiwan, we tried the ice monster version, which was also fantastic. But just because you've had it in your country or the country you're visiting doesn't mean you've had all the types of shaved ice desserts. The style in Japan tastes totally different than the style we've had in other countries. I love popping soup. I love the ice monster one with the milk block, but this also tastes totally different. And it's only $5 because we went to the cheapo place. You can go to ones that are like up to $20, but I'm not paying $20 for you to shave ice. I'm sorry.
Was roughly $44.
Oh, that hurts.
They're only 150. See, they're totally cheap. They're only 150.
$120.
More.
Oh my God! Oh! I have like limits, you know.
I'm glad Martina's finally done talking so I could try some of this myself. She was really trying to stretch out those points as long as she could.
Mama didn't raise no fool.
It's super important.
What's happening here?
It's super important for you to get videos of the snowfall outside.
Where's my pancake?
I feel warm. I feel safe. I feel like I'm by a campfire as a kid. Did you just eat that whole last piece?
What's great about this is that it kind of feels almost guilt-free because you saw it's a block of ice, and ice is just water. So you're not really gaining that many calories from this. The only thing you really have calories from is a little square on top. And it's not even like super sweet, sugary, like covered in food dye, bizarre chemicals business. This is just, it tastes like just mango juice, really. And in some places you can get that really gross syrupy kind, like we've seen them before. Didn't necessarily like those, so we're not sharing those with you today. Another thing I really like about kakigori, it's really hard for me to get brain freeze this way because you gotta really like slow down and you gotta scoop it up and eat it. I don't think I've ever had brain freeze with this. While if you like slurp a cold drink, you could definitely get brain freeze. So kakigori is safe for your brain. My God, it almost melted off my spoon. Word of advice, it's really good if you let someone else eat the top first, and then a lot of it melts to the bottom and the sweet juice goes with it. So Martina did the first talks here, and I'm getting to enjoy all the really yumminess right here.
That's it. I'm coming in.
So I was wrong about the brain freeze. You actually can eat this too quickly. I don't know why I thought that before. Maybe I'm just old and brain freeze hits me a lot faster than usual. I think we kind of didn't get to finish all the things we want to say about this. We should probably buy another kakigori so we can keep talking.
I think you're right.
We didn't
For science.
For science, because we need people to see.
Oh, pancha.
I made a bit of a mess.
I mean, is bit the word you're looking for? Now, trying to like save the...
Aw, man. Aw, man, I totally ruined it.
Sure did. But you know what? Them's the breaks with the kakigori.
Well, now I get to finally taste this now that I've ruined half of it. Let me see the pineapple one.
Isn't that great?
What does this pineapple taste like? Because it doesn't taste like the pineapples you buy fresh. It tastes
It
like...
tastes like a virgin pina colada. You're right, the bottom is the best part.
Ain't it though?
Woo! This is just like ice cold pineapple now. This tastes like pina colada. It has a coconutty taste to it. It's not just pineapple. I think it's probably pineapple coconut syrup. Wow, this is great. I need to bring a little Mickey of rum and just like dump it on in there and be like, kakigori.
I'm not sure if that's the way to do things.
You know, I think it is. You get it, and then you bring a tiny little Malibu, and then you just gently drizzle that on top, and then you make yourself a pina
Oh my gosh,
kaki.
I wonder if people actually serve any alcoholic kakigori.
A kaki colada. Now we're enjoying a kind of traditional old school kakigori, but you can go to places now that serve you like an espresso shot that you have to like pour through the hand-shaved milk kakigori that drips into a cup that you catch below, that once you finish, you can drink that coffee cup. They've got matcha ones with like really high quality tea they make straight in front of you. They've got all different kinds, ones that have condensed milk with it, ones that come with little chunks of mochi, one with a zuki bean. So you don't need to just have this kind. But as we said before, this is kind of the old school one, which is why it only cost us 500 yen. And frankly, I'm not waiting into a 1 hour lineup to get to some of the famous places. Can you imagine, Becky?
Waiting that long?
Waiting an hour? No.
Now, if you're coming to Japan and you want to try kakigori yourself, all you really need to know is if you see the floating cloth with the red kanji and the blue around it, they're selling kakigori there. Make sure you give it a shot and try all the different kinds that you can find. I made a mess. Even though I wiped it down, I still feel really sticky. How am I gonna de-stickify myself? I could probably just sweat it off and it'll just like be released through the sweat that's pouring off my body anyways. Or I could just rub my body on my wife. Come here, girl. Give me a kiss.
In conclusion, we've learned several lessons today. 1, be careful with your kakigori. At any second, it could just tumble to the ground like the Tower of Babel. And to come to Japan and try many different flavors. If you guys want to hit up the location that we went to, we will leave you the instructions on how to get there on our blog post. Otherwise, I think I really need to cool down somewhere, Ducky. I need to just go find the shade and the air conditioning